Hey everybody, how are you all this evening? Good to see you. Hope those of you who have been watching football, especially the Dallas and Green Bay game, which has just come to an end, had a good time. That was a pretty exciting way to finish. I hope that also those of you who attended CAFCON today and yesterday came away with something for your collections. I know I didn't. My CAFCON actually ended at 11:01 approximately a.m. Eastern time. I did my searches, took about a minute, came up empty on all my searches, and that was it. The weekend was done for me. So I hope that the rest of you had better luck than I did. And let us see who is here tonight. Of course, Mr. Red Jack, thank you as always for the welcomes. Good to see you, sir. Rickster, good evening to you, my friend. Paulie P in the house. Good to see you, Paul. And you're definitely getting some blob, but you're not getting Puppet Master because somebody just came out and made me an offer before tonight's show on that Puppet Master. So that Puppet Master will not be offered tonight. And who else do we got here? The Lions and Bears racing for the bottom. It's true. But I follow the Lions. So I've suffered with the Lions for 32, 34 years or 30, 33 years or whatever it is now. But I've also followed the Patriots, which has been the exact opposite. So I had good times with them. And since I follow players, I will follow Brady anywhere. So I've been following Tampa. And that was good too, except this year not that great. But he's coming back, baby. He's coming back. Who else we got here? Lovely to see you. Jason Ladwig, good to see you, sir. And yes, sir. I've had it for like 6 or 8 years now already. Our local DVD/music chain that doesn't exist anymore used to sell these. Yeah, so it's like, check this out. Check it out. I can turn into Venom. I can even do the whole thing. Check that out. Pretty sweet, right? Hard to breathe, though. So there we go. And yeah, but I'm not talking. We're talking football here, Asian Funk. Good to see you, sir. Comic Art Boston. Thank you for dropping in. And Caesar's here until the game starts. No worries, Caesar. Good to see you, sir. And Mike, good to see you, of course, as always. And that's it. Okay, so everybody, I thought that the way that I would do it tonight, since there's a lot of stuff to go through. Okay, there's 75 pieces. So what I basically figured is that since most of you have seen them before, even though it's been a few months, I get it. What I figured I would do is that it's still a lot, and I would rather not have this turn into a super long show. So my idea, and anybody in the comments, you guys can let me know if you want it to be a little different or not. But my idea is to basically plow through the art at a rate of around 5 seconds per image. You may think that's fast. So I don't know, 5 to 10 seconds, something like that. But that's what I'll try. And I figure if anybody needs me to show anything, you guys should have a pen and pencil and paper ready to take notes of buy numbers and what the art is in case you want to make offers later on, or ask me to go back and show you that image again. But that would be my idea, is to get through the images as quickly as possible, and then leave it all up for offers. And of course, as we go, you can claim our offer along the way as well. It's up to you guys. That's it. But hopefully at some point, just like a month ago, that show and sell number 6, hopefully you guys will be in a deal making mood and you'll throw out offers, and we'll do it just like last time and make some nice offers and make a bunch of you guys happy. That's it, pretty much. Anything else I got to remind you guys of? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much going to cover everything. I do want to make a quick advertisement to let you guys know that I'll have a roundtable next week, and it should be fun if you're a Superman fan, because I got these 3 characters with me, and these guys are dedicated Superman art collectors. All 3 guys, Bill Byers, Matt McAllister, and Jason Sylvester. So that should be a lot of fun. And yeah, I figured it's the 30th anniversary of Death of Superman, so perfect timing in a sense. And yeah, so please join me for that next week at the usual same time and channel. All right, then. So let me come back to you here. Let me queue up all the images. Make sure everything is okay. Oh, sorry, the show's over, everybody. Paul has claimed 1 through 75. I will see you next week for the Super Collectors Roundtable. Good night, everybody. Okay, you're. I know you're joking. All right. It's not the first time you've done that joke, by the way, Paulie. And Mr. Easy Go Lucky, yes, please hit the like if you don't mind, everybody. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. And okay, so let us get the show on the road. And like I said, if you feel it's going too fast, yeah, just give me your opinion and I will try to slow it down, okay? But I'll try to get this going quick. Like I said, 5 to 10 seconds per. So hopefully you guys are ready with pen and paper or pencil and paper to take notes for yourself, so you know what to what you want to get and what kind of offers you might want to make down the road as the show goes on. Okay, so that's it. Let me jump out of the chat, and I will hopefully not have to jump in unless the crew here in the green room tells me that there's a question, claim, or an offer. All right, so one last thing, so you know exactly the order that this is going to be shown in. It will be the exact same order that they were shown in during those first 4 shows. Okay, so we're gonna everything has their original by number, so it's not going to be 1 to 75 consecutive. All right, like the first one is the first 3 are 2, 3, and 4, right? And then the 4th one is actually by number 7, and so on and so forth. It's the original numbers from those first 4 shows. Okay, so anything else? No, that's it. We're good to go. All right, everybody. So here we go. Let us start at an attempted 5 to 10 seconds apiece. Right. So this is buy number 2. It's a beautiful 3/4 splash by Mark Bagley. A great blob action with some X23 at the bottom. Then we go to buy number 3, and this is issue 5, page 1. This is the blob all bloodied up after beating the crap out of X23. All righty. That's 200. Buy number 4 is All New X-Men number 6, page 8. Very, very blob-centric, but this one, him beating the crap out of the Beast, Hank McCoy. So that is pretty brutal, but pretty killer action. Nice page there. The next one is buy number 7, and this is the cover to issue number 16 of All New X-Men, featuring the Goblin Queen and Oya. So a very beautiful looking cover there. That is 2,200. The next one on the docket is buy number 8, which is $250. It is, again, Mark Bagley from All New X-Men, number 18, page 12. And it's got multiple characters, but the featured ones, of course, are Cyclops, Old Man Logan, and Magneto. Okay. So from there, the next one we jump to is buy 14. And this is $400. It is a DPS double page spread from Ultimate Spider-Man, the Clone Saga epilogue. All right. And that features, of course, Aunt May, Peter, and Sam Jackson, alias Nick Fury. Ultimate Nick Fury, I suppose. And hello to you, Maki Poo Poo. All right. So from there, we jump to buy number 18. That is $400. It's a splash, or I guess kind of a montage splash or a half splash, if you will, with 2 inset panels featuring Patriot of the Young Avengers and Mr. Hyde. That's the Hulk-looking character. So he's not wearing his full Mr. Hyde costume here. But who would have imagined he was that powerful, that built, that muscular? He never looked like that under his robes. All righty. So from here we go to buy 21. This is $500. It's Scott Eaton from Wolverine Origins. There's a very cool but creepy Omega Red splash. And of course, it's a long time, 30 some odd year old villain from, I believe, back in the Jim Lee X-Men days, in the adjectiveless X-Men days. All right. From there, we go to buy 22. And that is $350. It is a half splash featuring a Wolverine, or Logan in this case. Logan in every panel, or Wolverine in every panel, 5 out of 5 panels. And it is the first page to Wolverine Origins number 46. Okay, from there, we go to buy 25. And that is X-Men Legacy 215, page 15. And it is a Cyclops versus Xavier splash with 2 inset panels, 1 each for the 2 characters. Close-ups of their faces. So that's pretty cool. From there, we go to buy 26. This is a double-page splash/spread. And this features Bruce Banner inside a diner in the middle of the, I believe, the New Mexico desert, as the entire U.S. Army, including led by Thunderbolt Ross, is out there basically wanting to take him in. This is just before they start blasting him and he turns into the Hulk, which was a half splash that follows this DPS, and I sold originally on those original 4, or in that first Hennessy episode. Okay, so we're doing good so far. I'm liking it, and I'm not being told I'm going too fast, so that makes me very happy. From there, we will go to buy 28, and that is a little DC action by Paul Pelletier. Really nice page featuring great images of Flash, Nightwing, and Arsenal. So that's quite a nice one. And from there, we will take you to buy 29. We stick with Titans. That's Titans 22, the following issue. This is a great page, which I couldn't believe did not sell the first time around, with nice Batman images, nice images of Donna Troy, and Batman's being an asshole here, and he's scolding Donna like she's a 5-year-old kid. But really great images of both characters, so very cool page. And sticking with Titans, for the time being, our last one, we go to this one, which is 2 final page splashes from the storyline that it went through the regular Titans run and then culminated in Titans, the Lazarus Contract special, I believe it was called. Special or annual, number 1. And so what you see in the middle is, as it says at the bottom left, the one in what you see in the middle. So the one where Deathstroke's walking away, we see him from his back. That you also see is the published one because it's colored. That one is only inks. That is inks over blue line pencils. And the one on the far left is the one of I believe 3 or 4 different attempts at this final page splash, and it's $600, and for that price you get both of them. Okay, from here we go back to Marvel to buy 33. And this is a full page splash from the first page splash from the 4th issue of the Madrox series, written by Peter David. And of course, features Madrox the Multiple Man. So if you're a fan of his, it's a great splash to get. And that is $500. From here, we will go to DC once more. And this is the cover 2, Aquaman 19 by Brad Walker, as he's fighting off sea creatures, sea monsters. So yeah, really, really, really cool image, of course. And I'm always a big fan of the Walker Hennessy team. They do great stuff together. And they've been doing it for, 12 years or so now. So that's really nice. And from there, let us go on to the next one, which is going to be by 37. And we're sticking with DC. That is a killer page of The Demon. Again, by Brad Walker from the Demon Hell is Earth miniseries. And just an absolutely fabulous money shot, including 2 extra images in the top 2 panels, plus one of him walking away in the bottom one. So the Demon is in all panels here. And from there, let me lead you to by 38. And that is, again, The Demon, only $1,600 for a Brad Walker cover. And it is the cover to the 5th issue of Demon Hell is Earth, featuring Etrigan, Merlin, Madame Xanadu, Jason Blood, and Belial. Okay. And from there, another one that surprised me that didn't sell originally. It is going to be by number 39. And it is, again, from Brad Walker, this time from his Detective Comics run. His was it the first one? Yeah, the first run that he did. I believe he did 3 runs on Detective with Andrew. And this one has Batman all over the page in every panel. And that is, just so you know, it's not Man Bat. It is Francine Langstrom. That's his wife, who gave herself the serum to turn herself into, I guess, Woman Bat, if you will. And that's Batman basically saving her. Okay. And give me 1 second. I am seeing someone saying hello. Hey, Neil. Good to see you, sir. Okay. And from 39, we go to by 41. And that is back to all new X-Men. So as you can tell, we're at Bagley again. So this is the first available one that was unclaimed from the second Hennessy sale. And yeah, so it's just a nice action page featuring the ghosts of Cyclops. Those are the villains. And a nice team shot in the second panel featuring Angel and X-23 as he takes her and flies off with her. From there, we go to by 42. And that is, again, another blob-centric page, but really great action sequence of panels with X-23 basically attacking the blob. And unfortunately, he gets the best or the better of her. And yeah, does some pretty serious damage to her. Let's just leave it at that. All right, that is by 42 with a great X-23 action. By 43, the next one is, I guess, the sort of the end of that whole scene, where Blob has pretty much finished X-23 off and caused some really, really severe damage to her, and is essentially, well, happy with his work, I suppose you can say, while Angel is left in shock and basically thinks that she could be dead. So quite a nice emotional page, nice images. I love the images in the second and fourth panel of Angel in particular. So that's really nice. And from there we go to by 44. And we resume Blob action again. And it is Blob this time against Oya. as he rears back and is about to blast her in that final panel. But really nice blob images across all of these pages. Okay, from there, we go on to the next one, which is by 46. That is this sort of, not a montage, but I guess it's a regular splash, kind of a montage because Cyclops is not really mixed in with the background. But crazy, kooky, zany, interdimensional stuff going on here. And with Cyclops. And that is $300. And from there, we go to by 47. And so by 47 is $275. This is from issue 16. It's got a great half splash image of the Goblin Queen. Really, really love that bottom image. And Oya is at the top, almost getting crushed and killed by that dragon's foot that comes slamming down. But clearly, this is about Goblin Queen. If you're a Goblin Queen fan, that's why you'd likely be wanting to buy this piece. Okay. And from there, we go to by 49, which is moving over to Cataclysm, the Ultimate's Last Stand, issue number 4, page 4. And it features a 2/3 splash of the entire Ultimate X-Men team. So tons of characters. If you like the Ultimate X-Men, including Kitty Pryde, Jimmy Hudson, Rogue, Jean Grey, Colossus, Storm, and a few others. Okay. From there, we go to by number 50. And this is the Hulk. So this is the first offering that we still have of the Hulk from the Hulk series. This is at $250. It is from the 3rd issue. It's page 9. And it features primarily a great image of Iron Man and Captain Marvel blasting the Abomination. But then, of course, you get the great images at the bottom of Captain America as well. And the Hulk turning back into Bruce Banner. Okay, from there, that's number 50. From there, we go to by number 53. Okay. So by number 53 is $350. It is one of 2 remaining pages that feature Carnage. And you see him there evading the shield blasts in the bottom panel. And of course, Nick Fury and his shield agents in the other panels. And that is, that's from issue 101, page 5. From there, we go to, I believe, an Ultimate Spider-Man. This will be by 54. Yeah, by 54. It's $400 also. And it is from, Ultimate Spider-Man 106, page 13 and 14. And this one features Peter, Ben Urich, and J. Jonah Jameson at the Daily Bugle. Okay, from there, we will move on to by, I believe, 56. Yes, 56. And this is from Venom, number 158. It is page 8. And, of course, features Eddie Brock with really cool images, I find, of the symbiote, the Venom symbiote, especially in that first panel, just dripping off of him. And with, the bottom half of the jaw still hanging off of him in that first panel. It's really, really cool. And, of course, you see him there in the 5th panel as well, with the symbiote dripping again out away from his, his face, coming out of his nose, the whole bit. Okay. And from there, I believe we are going to be going to some Dale Eaglesham action. This is by 59. A really nice page. I'm surprised that this one didn't sell during that second episode. But yeah, really great three large panels page featuring the Hulk in every single panel. And as he watches these creepy, this giant bird creature getting eaten alive by these giant insects. And it's from the Planet Savage storyline. Okay, so that's by 59. And all right, so from there we go to, I believe, by 65. Let us go to by 65. So now we jump over to Scott Eaton's X-Men Legacy. It is from number 217, page 21, featuring Wolverine infiltrating the Hellfire Club. And sort of takes you back to the Claremont Byrne Austin days, of course, issue 132, 133. And this time he's, of course, dressed up as one of the those Hellfire Club guys. And I always keep forgetting. I asked you guys when I first offered this page back in the summer, and somebody answered me. I think it might have been you, Rick. What are those guys called again? I forget. And I appreciate you telling me last time, but I always forget. But there's a certain way they're referred to. Let me know if you can. And look at Caesar, ready for his 49ers to go. Hey, Caesar, you better not have an excuse as to you better show up when it's time to show up at the end of the month for your appearance on the show. And you better not tell me that you have a football game to watch. But enjoy your game, my friend. Enjoy your game. And you know what? Guys, hold on. Let me do this. Come back to you. Because now that you mention it, you're making me doubt myself, Neil. But it's a good thing because you never know. I could have mistakenly, as I was quickly uploading these images, I may have uploaded a page, a scan of one of these slides by mistake. So you know what? Let me see. As Caesar says, he's cleared his calendar. Excellent. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. But yeah, you're since you're making me nervous about that, Neil. Let me just check because I do have these here beside me. So let me quickly check and see if I have this in my pile of art next to me. And nope, you are incorrect, my friend. I just pulled it out of the bag. It is here beside me. So it's probably one that the one you're thinking of probably was one that sold from that same issue or something, and it looks kind of similar. But no, I do still have that one available. So I did not make a mistake. All right, so moving on from the Wolverine appearance here, infiltrating the Hellfire Club on by 65, we now go over to an Avengers Academy page with a great 60% splash of the entire Avengers Academy team. So yeah, for anybody who likes the team, well, you can't really get a better page than this unless you could find a full page splash, I suppose. So yeah, that's really, really neat. And okay, so from there, we are getting towards the end of the pieces that were offered on the second show. So that means we're almost halfway, guys. And yeah, it is by 74. It is a Brad Walker cover to Aquaman number 9. And he's gotten the crap beaten out of him here. As you can see, he's got that huge shiner on the right eye. Very, very dynamic, though. And yeah, it's last opportunity for any of you who are Walker fans and want to get covers. Unfortunately, as you guys know, I primarily only have covers from the Aquaman series. So that's it. So one of the final opportunities. And from there, we go to another one, which is by 75. And it is Aquaman cover issue number 22 with great drama and suspense. As Arthur Curry, Aquaman himself, is seemingly about to be killed by these scary aqua creatures, if you will. And so, yeah, that's 1900 for that one, guys. And again, that is for issue 22. And from there, we go to another cover. Yes, it's primarily Aquaman and a couple of demon covers. The next one is by 76. That's 1750. It is the cover to Demon Hell is Earth, number 2. There you go. Demon blasting hellfire. and hellfire all over the cover. And yeah, so that's the second of the 2 demon covers that I have left available, or that Andrew has left. And from there, I believe we come to our last one that had been offered, our last piece that had been offered in the second Andrew Hennessy sales show. And this was a full page splash with a couple of tiny inset panels featuring a great image of the Blob. I seem to be the only person who loves this version of the Blob, looking very Kingpinish. I love him. I love him looking like this in a suit. It's got that whole Kingpin thing happening for me. You know, you can take him more serious that way rather than as just some strong buffoon. You know, you think of as I don't know, but I guess people are very nostalgic, and I guess if he had images of Blob just in that that underwear he always wore and otherwise naked, maybe the pages would get claimed at that point. I don't know, but so yeah, that's it for the stuff that was offered in the second show, everyone. So that's really cool. That's very, very good. We're making really great time. That means we're already halfway, showing all the art. And let me see where we go from here. So we begin the second half of the offerings. Okay, and from there, and actually before I get to the second half, since I'm halfway already anyways, let me just remind everybody to take a look at Nikki B's Original Art Experience show on Fridays, every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. This past Friday was a show where he showed primarily high-end art and a little bit of lower-end affordable art. But usually it's much more affordable art for everyone. But it's a fun time regardless of what kind of art is shown. As those of us here in this chat who attend that show every Friday can attest to. So check that out, guys. Nikki B would appreciate it. And as he always says, he says, sharing is caring. I don't care, honestly, if you share my content or not. But if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. That's cool. All righty. So thank you very much, everybody, for allowing me to give Nikki B that little plug. And let us head back into the artwork. We start the offerings from what was the third Hennessy show. And that is going to be by number 84, Mark Bagley. And this is a page where he flies in to the rescue after the Blob has kind of kicked the crap out of X-23 and given her the beats. And so, yeah, nice artwork, nice action there. And that takes us then to by 85. And this is, again, Mark Bagley from All New X-Men number 12. It's the first page of the story. And it features Laura Kinney, X-23, sitting around unhappy. And, of course, the Angel is there, this time wearing a suit, not his costume. And from there, let us go to by number 86. That's 275. That is from the 15th issue. It is page 6. And it's a really cool issue of X-23, Laura Kinney in full costume, coming in this top 2 panels and blasting in right into that Cyclops-like eye of that giant monstrosity that you see in the giant money shot panel. Take note of the beautiful, fine, super fine, beautiful inking on that creature in that panel. It's really, really gorgeous stuff. And of course, you see the Angel again in the bottom panel. So that's a fun piece for X-23 and or Angel fans. From there, take us to 87. So by 87, another really fun page from All New X-Men. It's page 8 from issue 18. And this one is actually focused more on a battle between Magneto and Medusa. So for you Magneto and or Medusa fans, this is a great page for you. And of course, Cyclops. Everybody loves Cyclops. Right, Marcus? And okay, from there. Yes, thank you, Mr. Easy Go Lucky. Appreciate that, sir. And here we go. Let me go from 87. We jump to buy number 93. And that is the second of the last 2 pages remaining from the clone saga with Carnage. And Carnage is there in the first panel and trying to choke out I believe Peter there in the second panel. But yeah, so it's both pages, of course, cameos. They'd be, of course, a lot more expensive if it was all over the page. But yeah, the final 2 pages that Andrew has available with Carnage on them. All right, from there we go to some, I believe, Alpha Flight by Dale Eaglesham. This one is by number 98, and this one had a nice team shot in the third panel. That was the money shot there. And of course, the team or 3 members thereof in the fourth panel, and those same members walking away in the fifth and sixth panels as well. From there, let us move back into some. We're sticking with Dale Eaglesham, but we will move over to the Hulk from Incredible Hulks. It is a full page splash, everyone, from Incredible Hulk 625. It is the 5th page of the story featuring from the Planet Savage storyline. And it is got the Hulk in full regalia there, riding that horrifically scary underground earthworm type thing. And of course, Scar again at the bottom left-hand corner, holding his axe weapon. And Scar, as we know, is the Hulk's son. All right, and that is a full page splash for $4.50. So take note of that if you're interested. And for later, that is by number 99. And yeah, CJ, hey CJ. Yes, a giant sea cucumber. And what do you got to say, Neil? What are you telling me here? Marcus is always giving him the eye because he wants so much nice pieces. Yeah, he gives me the eye because he knows I'm good looking. That's all there is to it. Look at that eye. All right. Okay, so from there, by number 99, we're going to jump back to X-Men from Scott Eaton, by Scott Eaton. And it is a full splash. This is going to be by 104. It is by 104. It is X-Men Legacy, number 217, page 22. And this is Wolverine versus the Hellfire Club. This is after they've found them out. And yeah, he realizes, okay, the jig is up. I've got to do battle here. And those are 3 newer members, not your daddy's Hellfire Club members, that's for sure. And there you go. But full page splash, and that's $500. So that's by 104. From by 104, the Dapper Dandy. Thank you, sir. I like all those names you guys come up with. And yeah, Neil, one of those earthworms there from Dune. Very well said. Well put. All right. From here, we go to by 105. And that's a mistake. It is not by Scott Eaton. That was my mistake. I never corrected the scan. This is by the wonderful Tom Grummett. And look at the fur. Look at the fur on the money shot at the bottom. I mean, just absolutely beautiful, beautiful inking by Hennessy here on this one. Really spectacular stuff. And you got actually all great images all over the page of the Beast. And that is Bishop there with him as well. So really, really nice page. And that is from Uncanny X-Men 490 from the Endangered Species backup story. Okie doke. And from there, everybody, good to see you again. It's weird to not have to come on screen for such long periods of time. From there, we have by 106. It is from Iron Man, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D., issue 31, page 5. And it's got cool close-up of Iron Man's face mask there at the top in the first panel as he lies on the ground, incapacitated. And he's there, of course, again in the second and third panel, lying and full figured, incapacitated. And then, of course, you see another extreme close up in the second to last panel, plus that great image at the of the bottom, where, of course, you can see they got rid of some artwork digitally for the published piece. All right. So 106, from there we go to 107. We do a little DC action again. And another fantastic Paul Pelletier Titans page featuring Arsenal solo in action, infiltrating some drug runners, I believe. And yeah, he's there in 4 out of 5 panels, and with including a money shot. So very, very cool. That is Buy 107. From there, we go to Buy 108, another kick-ass Titans page for DC fans. And Caesar, buy some Titans, man. You're a DC fan. Put away your San Francisco 49ers and buy some Titans art. Yeah, so this is a cool one, guys. If there's any Titans fans out there, I know they surprisingly, I don't know, none of my audience were Titans fans in the previous shows. But man, I wish I had some, because these are really great pages with great content. Not only great members on the pages, all over the pages, but with money shots and great looking panels, and yeah, infighting between team members here. Really, really cool. All right, so Buy 108. And the next one is Buy 112. This Buy 112 is $4.50. This is by Pablo Raimondi from Madrox #1 by Peter David. And it features Madrox the Multiple Man in a full-blown splash. And that is, of course, Rain Sinclair running in, screaming his name, because she found him basically looking like he's dead. So Rain Sinclair, if you for those of you who don't remember, Rain Sinclair is an original New Mutants member, otherwise known as a Wolfsbane. All right. From there, that'll take us to the next one, Buy 113. And that is a wonderful Tom Rainey page with widescreen panels from top to bottom, featuring Metal and Tigra, both of them in action. So if you like this comic, or you like this team, or you like either of these two characters individually, it's a fantastic page for you. And that's $300. 113, which takes us now to, we're again nearing the end of the third, the offerings from that third Andrew Hennessy sale. And so the next one is Buy 114. That is $1,800. It is a beautiful, beautiful cover, this time featuring Aquaman's Lady Love, Mera. And hopefully nobody says Mira, because I heard somebody recently say Mira, and I was like, who? No, Mera. And yeah, so that's gorgeous. And that is $1,800. That is Buy 114, and it is from the 10th issue of the Aquaman series. During the Rebirth saga, which was very good, at least in my opinion. I enjoyed a lot of the titles that were done during Rebirth. All right, from there we go to Buy 115, everyone, and we stick with Brad Walker for the next few pieces, I believe. And this is a nice action page featuring Green Arrow. And it is from Justice League #13, page 25, written by Jeff Johns and John Lemire, for those of you who collect based on writers as well as artists. Okay. From there, we stay with Walker, and we present this stunning page of Jack Kirby's Demon. Just fantabulous. 3 out of 4 panels, including a giant half splash money shot. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Beautiful, and one of my favorites out of the whole miniseries. And it's from issue 4, page 5. So very, very killer image. And it leads us to, I believe, the last Walker Demon piece. It's a full page splash. The last splash of the series, last page of the entire series. And this is after the Demon has beaten his father, Belial, and has supplanted him as king. And this is why he's there proclaiming himself to be now King Etrigan. And that is, yes, Belial's severed head at the bottom on a spike. So very, very cool. And that is by 118, everyone. Now, from there, I believe that is the final piece from the third Hennessy sale. And that means we should be heading to Bagley again as we begin the initial offerings that I had first offered in the fourth Hennessy, during the fourth Hennessy sale. And that will be, let me see here, this will be, yes, by 121. So by 121 is Mark Bagley, All New X-Men, number 3, page 12. And this features, of course, the X-Men, the all-new X-Men versus the Ghosts of Cyclops in action, including a really, really cool money shot panel, the second panel, obviously, with X-23, the Beast, Iceman, and the Angel. So that's really, really, really nice one. From there, we go to Buy 122. And Buy 122 is this really beautiful piece. Again, I know not a lot of guys aren't, at least in my audience, not Blob fans, or at least perhaps just not Blob fans of this version of Blob. I don't know. Maybe you guys just like naked Blob in his trunks. But this is the one of the, I believe, the penultimate page where he's beating on Laura Kinney, X-23, just wailing away on her before he leaves her unconscious. So pretty brutal stuff, but beautifully drawn, penciled and inked. Okay. The next one we go to is Buy 123. And that is, again, another Blob-centric page where he's fighting Hank McCoy, the Beast. And it is full-on action in 4 out of 4 panels. So not much else to say. If you like these characters, then this is definitely a page to get. From one, let me see. So 123, yep, we're going to go to 124. So 124, here we go. And this continues the Blob action, 4 great panels, widescreen on all. And this one is Blob versus the Angel. So that's another really, really great page of action featuring the Blob with another member, a solo member of the X-Men. And that's 124, Buy 124. And from Buy 124, that will take us, we're going to jump several notches. We're going to go to Buy 131, everybody. 131. And this next one is, I believe we go back to the Hulk series. Yes. And so this is the Bagley Hulk series. This is from Hulk 11, page 16, full page splash of the Hulk's daughter, Lyra or Lyra. I like Lyra, but you could pronounce it however you want. And no, it is not Italian currency. Well, I mean, it is, but not spelled that way. All right, Mr. Red Jack. Okie dokie then. From there, we go to Buy 133. Here we jump to Bagley's Ultimate Spider-Man. Another lovely looking DPS. A double page spread. From the Clone Saga, it's issue 103, page 18-19. And this one featuring multiple images of Ultimate Dr. Octopus, as well as one of the clones, Peter Parker, and yeah, all the usual supporting characters. All right. And from there, we go to Buy 134. Buy 134 is, I believe, another DPS. Yes, indeed. It is from issue 107, page 8-9, and this one features Peter and Mary Jane and Kitty Pryde as they see her up in the stands of the high school's football stadium, looking very sad and forlorn. And Peter basically just wants to go help her because, for those of you who don't know, he and Kitty used to date once upon a time. And okay, from there, that is 134. Let us go to 135. And this is from Uncanny X-Men #1, page 19. And this one features newer characters, Armor and Anole. Or is it Anole? I'm not sure. I think most people say Anole. Anyways, and older character from the 90s, Dark Beast. So pretty nice action with Dark Beast attacking the two X-Men members right there. All right. From there, we stick with Bagley and we go to 136. And that is from Venom First Host #1, page 19. And that is a page, one of the final pages I have that feature Venom on it. And it is Venom versus Milans, the Skrull, the female Skrull here. All right. And so that is 350. That is by 136. From by 136. Bye, Polly. Thanks for dropping in. And hey, Murdoch, what's happening in Guantanamo, buddy? Yes, sir. I see, Rick. You're pointing out the bricks. Let's see. CJ, Peter looking like Liefeld. And I guess that was the previous one. Okay, I'll take your word on that one. All right. And from 136, let us go now to by 140. And this is a double page splash with a couple of inset panels from Scott Eaton from Sigil, number 33. And that features Samandal Ray, otherwise known usually as Sam for short. And he was the basic protagonist of the Sigil series. So from there, we go to Scott Eaton. We stick with Scott Eaton, but move to by 141. And it is this lovely page from X-Men Legacy, issue 218, featuring Wolverine and Xavier, Prof. X himself, both in a motorboat as they're heading to infiltrate the Hellfire Club mansion. Okay, from there, that's by 141. And that takes us here to by 142. And this is, again, Scott Eaton, and it's from the Endangered Species storyline from X Factor number 23, page 8, featuring beautiful images of the Beast and Dark Beast together. Those longtime foes that are forced to work together. Okay. And from there, from 142, we jump one digit and go to 144. And this one gives us some background info on the origins of Mr. Sinister. We fill in part of his canonical storyline, and this is the page where Professor X reveals that Mr. Sinister, he goes way back in the lives of both the Scott and Alex Summers, who you see up there in the second panel at the orphanage. And then in the third panel, that's Mr. Sinister walking away with the evil eyes. And that is Jean Grey as a tiny little, four-year-old maybe, skipping rope in front of her house. Yeah, he was involved in these X-Men's lives going way, way back. So pretty cool information to have introduced into the story. So that is by 144. That is 250. From there, we go to by 145. And it is a full-on Wolverine on the hunt page. Beautifully balanced blacks and whites here. And it is Wolverine as he and Professor X arrive from that motorboat on that previous page we saw. And they pull up slowly to the shore and get out of the boat and start making their way towards that Hellfire Club mansion. And so there you go. All widescreen panels of Wolverine and Professor X. And claws out Wolverine too. All right. So from there, that's buy 145. We will go to 148. And we'll do a little more DC action. Another fantabulous page from Titans 21. It's page 14. And this is Nightwing versus Arsenal. And look, I know there's no point for me trying to sell this. There's no Titans fans or fans of these characters, and there's no fans of these characters around. It's a phenomenal page if you're a Titans fan. That's all there is to it. So that's $275. Seems like a bargain for the contents. Super cheap to me. Who knows? Maybe we'll make deals. From there, we'll go to Marvel again, and that would be buy 151. And this is a full-page splash from Inhumans, Realm of Kings, and it features, of course, Crystal versus, not versus, at the time married to Ronan the Accuser, and they're facing off versus the Alpha Primitives. So really, really the scary Alpha Primitives. The guy's drooling in the front. Check them out. Both of them in the front. Those first two guys are drooling. I don't know if they're drooling because they're just like animalistic or they're drooling because they see Crystal. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But don't worry, the page is unharmed and not wet. All right, so that is buy 151. From there we go to buy 152. It is a DPS from Madrox, the first issue, written by Peter David. It is page 14 and 15. Lovely images of Madrox, the multiple man. Of course, he's the money shot. But you also get multiple panels of Guido, otherwise known as Strong Guy, and the female character there is indeed, again, Rain Sinclair, otherwise known as Wolf's Bane. And let me see. Holy crap. You're going nuts here. What am I seeing? Here we go. Hey, we're up in Stain, offering me 50% off. Wow. You know what? We're up in Stain. I'm gonna tell you to stick around for now. Maybe I don't know. If you find other stuff to make some deals on, maybe we can do a deal. For now, I'm gonna hold off on that and give it some more thought. And that is, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Here, I'm in the wrong section. Let me get back into there. Give me a sec. We're up in Stain. So, sorry, I'm having trouble getting into the images here. Hold on. Sorry. Let me get it so we can always know. Lets everybody know what everybody's. Make sure we're all on the right page here. So, yeah. So we're up in Stain. So 145. You want to knock this one out because I know there's a good chance that somebody tries to put it into an offer for multiple pages. So yeah, Sean, no problem. Oops, I don't know if I should have said your real name. Sorry. We'll keep saying we're up in Stain. Yeah, no worries. It's yours, my friend. So Vivian, you got that one at 145. Yeah. Okay, it's for $300 to We're Up in Stain. All right, thank you, sir. Let me see. There we go. Cool. All right. Appreciate it, buddy. And okay. Let me get back into the images. That's buy 145. And then, okay, yeah. So we were at the Madrox. Okay, so we were here. And from here, we're going to go to 154. And the final of the Brad Walker Aquaman covers. And so that's $1,900 and is from the cover of Aquaman number 16. It's a montage cover. Lovely images of both Aquaman and his beautiful bride, Mera. And some of the supporting characters there on the right-hand side. And of course, a villain at the top, which is all covered up on the published version by all that typography. Okay, and that is buy 154 for issue 16's cover. From there, we're going to jump to 156. And it is, I believe, the final issue, or I should say page from the Demon Hell is Earth series by Brad Walker. And it's just a beautiful 3-panel page, large panels, gorgeous stuff. Etrigan versus Belial, his father. And Belial's black steed gets decapitated there. A lot of decapitations in this series. Beautiful page there. Okay. From there, we're going to move on to we're sticking with Brad Walker. And this is by 159. It is a full page splash from issue 12 of Heroes for Hire. And it features Misty Knight with her legs up on the table in front of all those monitors. And it features, of course, all those characters like Moon Knight, Silver Sable, Stingray, and Paladin. Okay, and that is by 159. Okay. Now, this next one, guys, just so you know, wasn't a part of the first 4 Hennessy sales. I'm only showing it tonight, only simply because this one was claimed on the 5th Hennessy sale, and which was officially buy and a show and sell episode 6. But the buyer ended up backing out in the end. Okay, so I figured just in case anybody wants it, I'd show it. And this is Scott Eaton. It's by 197, and it's got that beautiful good girl art featuring Danger in Human Guise as she's walking through that old Western town and about to meet up with Rogue, who actually suspects that Danger is actually Mystique. And there you go. And that's for 250, and that is by 197. Okay. And from there, that's it, guys. So we came to the end of all the pieces. I believe that is 75 pieces exactly. Yeah. So there you go. All the pieces have been shown. I will be sending all of this back together with the unclaimed pieces. I will not re-show the unclaimed pieces from the episode of a month back, since a lot of you made a lot of wheeling and dealing in that one. I figured anybody who wanted stuff from that episode, you got what you wanted. So I'm going to be putting the unclaimed pieces from that episode together with whatever doesn't get claimed here tonight. Put all this stuff together, and hopefully sometime later this week, finally ship it all back to Andrew. And that's it. And then in December, I believe December 18th, the week before Christmas, I'm probably going to do one final show, and it will be one final Andrew Hennessy show. It's the one that I after I did the first 4, I said I had pulled enough art for 2 more shows. I did one. I said, I'm not sure if I want to do the second one, but since that last one did well, and I'm figuring we're coming to the end, it's kind of the timing's perfect as we're coming to the end of the calendar year. I figure I'll do that final show, and that way everything that doesn't sell from there, I'll put that together as well and ship all of this back to Andrew, and that'll be it. And that'll wrap up 2022. And yeah, that'll have been. I'll be happy to have made, all the efforts, the greatest efforts I possibly could to get as much of this stuff out there into other people's collections as much as possible before sending it back to Andrew. And with that, I will go here, and I'm getting offered by 22. Okay, so okay, so there's 2 pages. So by 22 and then 50. So let's do one at a time. So let's show by 22. Okay, so for 350. And then by number 50, that's so 350 plus 250, $600. And you want it for 500. Yes, you can have them both, my friend, Comic Art Boston, for $500. Perfect. So they are yours officially, sir. So there you have that. Okay. And let me come back to you guys, and let me get rid of this one. Yeah, so that's it. So interestingly enough, the people who told me that they would still show up when I polled you guys and said, would you be interested in me doing this show? Should I waste my time and bother? Some of those guys, I'm not going to name names, but some of those guys are not here tonight. So what am I supposed to do? I'm definitely not going to be doing this again. That's for sure. So let me go here. I hold on. I saw. Okay, so Jeff Wedding. I see Jeff Wedding. Oh, hold on. There's a question first. What lot was? Oh, we're up and saying, hey man. So what lot was Alpha Flight Page? Oh gosh. Okay, so hold on. Let me jump to the images. So those would be Scott Eaton. So let me go. There was 4 different shows worth of Scott Eaton stuff. So let me try to find. Let me see if I can find. Okay, so Eaton, Wolverine. Okay, so not from the first show. So let me check in the second show. If there was some Scott Eaton, let me see here. No, not from the second show. So I believe it was probably from the third show that I probably had a page. Let me see. Bagley. Hold on. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Eaton. Okay, so no, it doesn't appear to be from the third one. So it must. Man, I can't find it. But it was. You're talking about it's not Eaton. Sorry, Eagle Sham stuff, right? So Bagley. So here's Eaton. So hold on. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for the delay, because I didn't write them all down. I just figured you guys would be writing whatever, taking notes, and so Eaton, Eaglesham. So here I got Eaglesham Hulk. So that's not the one. Bagley. Let me see here. Let me see if there's so Eaton. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. Sorry, but is it because we're up and staying? Is it because you just want to see it again? Because if you want to see it, I mean, I can always email it to you later.
You want to offer $250? You check after.
Okay.
You check after.
Okay, hold on. So I'm being told by the control room here that hold on. I was going for about offer 250. Okay, so I believe that one was probably 250 or 275. So you know what? Tell you what, we're up and staying. If it's I'll get back to you on that one. Nobody's fighting you for it now, anyways. So I'll give you first dibs, and I will after the show. I'll check it up carefully, and we'll do it that way. Okay, excellent. Thank you, sir.
Jeff.
Perfect. Okay, and now let me go back to Jeff. So.
By the way, Jeff found out the page number 98.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Thank you, Jeff, because I see that you helped us out and letting us know the alpha flight, or you're guessing. Let me check it out.
98.
Let me see. 98, 98, 98. Oh, there it is. Yes, you are indeed correct, sir. Thank you very much. So it was 275. It was 275. We're up and staying. So
He won 250.
So yeah, let me know now that we're sort of back on track again, what you want to do there. Yeah, and I will address, let me get back to the comments with Jeff. And let me see, Jeff. Where was Jeff? Ah, here it is. So buy 85, offering 175. Good to see you, by the way, Jeff. And let me go to it. 85. And how much? Offering 175. Yeah, 175, it's yours. Sure. Let us do that. Thank you, sir. So that's Jeff Wedding, buy 85 for 175.
So the previous
Okay.
page 98.
And let me get his comment off the screen. And so, yes, before we get to Rick, yes, go ahead. Tell me, Vivian.
What we're Steam?
We're up in Stain.
250. That's fine.
So 250. Yes, we're up in Stain. It's officially yours. There we go.
Rick.
And here we go to make it official. We're up in Stain has grabbed this one for 250. Okay, perfect. Let me get back here and go to Rick, because I know that Rick was next. Okay, so let's take this one at a time. Making a bundle offer. Very nice, Rick. So it's going to be 29 and 39. So I'll keep that up on the screen and it'll be easier to follow this way. Okay. So 29 and 39. Let us go to 29 first. So 29. So we start with this one. And then we go to 39. And that is this one. So that's 350. And then you're asking 118. Let me see. Down to 118. So you're going down to 118. So that's plus 650. And then finally, also 156. So let me go to 156. Well, I'm happy to see at least somebody's a Demon fan. For 400. And you are asking for 1,300. The Rickster, he's got himself a bundled offer. You got yourself a deal, my friend. Yes, sir. You can have those 4 beautiful pages for your collection. I'm so happy. And I went through them so quickly. Were those first 2 pages Titans? Did I see Titans? The first one's first one's that Batman page, which is really cool. Oh yeah, and then that second one was the Walker Batman. Okay, cool, excellent. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And let me see. Let me go here. And Comic Car Boss says, that's a wonderful deal, Rick. Yeah, there we go. And sweet, thanks. Let me some Demon. Awesome, cool. Good, congratulations there. Excellent. All right. Perfect. Okay, so that's that. And so that's it, guys. I mean, as we are sitting here, as I said, the guys who said they would drop by and maybe take a look and make some offers are not here, or some of them anyways. But if there's anything else, speak now or forever hold your peace. Let me see. Murdoch. Let me pop this up. Let me get rid of 156 here in a second. Thank you, sir. And so buy 131. So 131. is the beautiful Lyra splash, and that you rarely see pages with her on it. Okay, cool. It's done, my friend. Happy to finally do a deal with you. Nice splash. Nice full page splash for only 3 bills. I like that. So that's good. That's buy 131 for Murdoch at 300. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Okay. And that goes off there. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And congrats there from Comic Art Boston. Thank you, as always, for being such a gentleman. Appreciate that. Okay. Is there, just for the heck of it, is there anybody still watching who, like we're up and staying, couldn't remember, didn't take note of any number, and you wanted me to try to figure it out and wanted me to re-show any piece? If there is anything like that, please let me know. I'd be happy to track that down and look at it for you. But yeah, otherwise, hey David, how's it going, man? Coming in just as we're closing out the show. Yeah, I should mention to those of you watching on Rewind, thank you, by the way. Always appreciate you Rewind watchers. Just want to let you know that if you watch this on Rewind and you see something you wanted to make an offer on, you should still take a chance and contact me and ask me if it's still available and make me the offer, because if I haven't packed it and shipped it yet, I'll happily do the deal with you. But once it's packed, that's it. I'm done. Okay. And let's see. What are you saying, Murdoch? That you need to add some more Marvel to your collection. Okay. That's okay. Usually it's Marvel guys, right, saying the opposite. I got to add a little more DC to my collection. But you rarely read DC as a kid. You're heavy into DC in your collection. Cool. I like that. They've never gotten enough love. So it's happy for me to see that, And thank you, Comic Art Boston. I appreciate it. And kudos, of course, to Vivian and Arwin for helping. Thank you, sir. And Mr. Easy Go Lucky, thank you as always. I appreciate it. Okay, so just to remind you guys, everyone, that sorry, hold on. Cheers all. Oh, thank you, sir. Well, like I said, he's not doing them right now, Neil. We still haven't even gotten haven't had a chance to talk in depth about whether he ultimately wants me to take over his commissions or not. So that even hasn't happened. So yeah, he's on tight deadlines right now, and yeah, he's got other things to worry about. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by as always. And just a final reminder, everyone. So please join me next week. I haven't had a roundtable in a while. And my friends from left to right, Jason Sylvester, Bill Byers, and Matt McAllister, super collectors all, will be here. This is the 30th anniversary of the death of Superman. And while the death of Superman is not the focus of the episode, Superman collecting in general, Superman art collecting is what these guys are. And that will be the focus of the show. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun, especially since these guys typically do not want to go on camera. And they were wonderful enough human beings to say yes on my behalf for me, because I asked. So I really, really appreciate it that these guys are going to do this. It's going to be, I really think it's going to be a lot of fun. As a Superman collector myself, unlike them, I don't focus only on Superman. They do. But that makes it even more fun and interesting for me. So it should be a lot of fun. Is there anything else? I think, what are you going to say? We're up and stay. Oh, Murdoch says, I'll watch the rewind tomorrow and see if anything jumps out at me. That's for sure. Okay, no worries. And we're up and staying. Roundtables are your favorite shows. Me too. Me too, man. Me too. And it's cool even if you're not kind of interested in the topic, they're still fun. Just because if we get into it, they can get a little spicy sometimes, and it's fun regardless of what the topic is, because it's just fun to see guys go at it, right? So I hope to see you next week. Then we're up in Stain. And Superman will never die, says David. He just powers up like Goku. Nice. Caesar, nobody wants to be and there's another guy. I love Caesar. Long-time guy in this hobby too. You see him, you guys all know him. You've seen him in the chats. You've seen him on CAF. Not typically a guy you'd expect to see. And he also, to honor me, said yes to my request. So I really love that. Really appreciate it. And he'll be here soon too, in a couple of weeks. So that'll be awesome. And awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, I'm happy, man. I really hope to see you here. And yeah, I do think it's going to be a lot of fun. Carlitos, what is going on? Let's see some art as part of the next week's chat. You know what's funny, guys? I got to tell you real quick, only because you mentioned it, Carlos. So I asked those guys, right? Because the you know, I've said it before that the roundtables, I've said it, and even the one-on-ones, right? I wanted them. My vision was I wanted the conversation to carry the shows. I really just wanted to be about, you know, a few guys sitting back, kicking back, hanging out, and just shooting the breeze about the hobby, whatever's on our minds, right? It's more relaxed that way. But then you know, when I did that roundtable that focused on commission collecting, which was a really spicy one. That was a good one. That was a great one, really. You know, the guys assumed that we would be showing art. So I allowed them to each show a few pieces, right? We all showed some pieces. But I'd rather it still be more about the conversation. Now, I will tell you, Carlos, I asked the 3 guests for next week's show. I said, it's up to you guys. Do you want to make it a conversation plus we show art, or do you want to just sort of talk? And believe it or not, only one guy gave me a straight answer and said, he says, I'm good just with talking. The other 2 guys insisted that they didn't care either way. So I said, if you guys don't answer me with a straight answer, I got to go with whatever the other guy said, which is conversation. But what I'm going to do, Carlos, is this. I'm going to still open up their CAF galleries in different browsers. And so at least I'll be ready to go. So if they want to, as we're talking, we may not do like a sort of planned, now it's time to show your art, right? We may not do that. But maybe as these guys are talking, and if they make a reference to certain pieces that they acquired or own at the moment, maybe I'll say, you know, hey, let's take a look at that one if it's in your CAF, you know, and then at least I'll have the galleries open so I can share the screen and show the art at that time. So we can do something that way. Either way, I think it'll be fun. And yeah, show up and we'll see how it goes, man. And don't show up late. It's 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, Carlos. Don't keep showing up at the end of the shows like you always do. All right? 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. CJ says, chairs were throwing punches. Yeah. Go nuts, let it flow. Yeah, we'll see, man. It's I think that the roundtables are always fun, whether we show art or not. I think those are like we're up in Stain said. Those are my favorites too. It's just fun to hear guys go at it. So good night, everybody. Thank you again to all for watching. I really appreciate your support as always. And the rule maker, CJ, the name giver. So thanks again, and let me leave you, I guess, with the promo for next week's show so that you guys don't forget. Thanks again, everybody. Really appreciate you as always. And yeah, please come back next week. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Whether you're a Marvel or DC guy, shouldn't matter. All right. Thanks, guys. Peace.